Hi everyone, welcome back to U77. Here we are in our Christmas weekly patrol log. Yes, happy Christmas. Hope you had a lovely Christmas. Looking forward to the new year. Yeah, here we are, back at sea. Our patrol duty is not done, even though it's the festive season. Over here, we have a contact. Can we see him on the horizon? There, you see smoke on the horizon. Beautiful sunset. Beautiful here. So we're trying to get ahead of it and set up an ambush. I'll bring you up on the screen. Here you go. We've been plotting it coming down here. This is where we had our success last time out. So we're still in that same section. We plotted its distance within a minute, which is 150 meters, which is bang on, just about 5 knots. So she's coming down here. We probably will just need to edit the estimated path a little bit to about there. Hang on, to about there. And obviously we can see we've got the 1,000 meter mark here. If I can just pop that to about there. That just gives us a rough calculation. So we've been out of its visual range, beasting along at full speed ahead, and we're just going to come down here, submerge to about here, then just come to doodle about half a knot and wait for the ship to come on to us, and we'll set up an attack. We've got a full host of torpedoes to use. We'll probably maybe go for the electric one in torpedo tube 4, and set up torpedo tube 1 as a standby. So that's the plan. Got a bit close, personal space and all that. So we're going to blast along now, try and get ahead, and set up the ambush. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, here we are. You can see the ship coming onto us now. Let's have a look in the old periscope. It's a little bit dark out there, isn't it? It's a tanker, though. So let's have a look. Weapons officer, identify. T2 tanker. Bearing 60 degrees. Lovely. Speed, we know, is 5 knots from the calculation I did some time ago. Yeah, I can't see if she's got any guns or not. It's quite steady, so we could potentially surface and use the deck gun if needed. It's always worth double checking to make sure they've got any armaments on board first, though. So she is 1250 from us at the current time. Not sure why I'm bothering doing this. We'll wait till we get into a position where we're ready to fire. Gonna work out the angle of bow, which is 30. Lovely. Right, let's just delete that. I always just like to keep double checking, make sure I got it right. 32, 31. Oh, yeah, bugger. Put it to 33, because by the time I recalculated that, oh, come on, get this right. 33, 34. Okay. There we go. Right, leave it. Don't touch it now, it's fine. Right, it's just the range we've got to watch out for, and torpedoes. We're going to go for torpedo tube 4. Flood down. This is the electric one, so this has got its set speed. So we can't really set that. what we can do is nice and calm, so we can probably go. Oh, do you fancy? No, we'll try and hit the hull. There we go, and we'll go impact because I still don't trust the magnetic. Nah, I'm not one for magnetic. Don't trust it. Torpedo tube 1. We'll get that one there. We'll get that one fast, and this will be our fire if we're looking like we're gonna have a bad deal with the first one. Right, it's coming up to 20 to 9 in the evening. That's why it's so dark. The gamma is up. You can see the scratches on the periscope. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the gyro angle to tick along, tick along, ready for us to fire. The good news is, if I come out to the map, oh, we're not getting them at the moment. We were having other sound contacts up here, so there may well be more ships in this vicinity. This is turned into a right little honeypot for ships. That does, of course, come with the snag that the more we sit in an area, the more activity that area is likely to get from the defensive forces, such as the destroyers and air coverage. So, yeah, swings and roundabouts. You can make hay while the sun shines, but when those destroyer grey clouds come over, you better run and hide, because they will hit you. I think, actually, she might have a deck gun on the front. I can't see on the rear, but she looks to have a gun on the front, so it's probably a good idea we didn't go toe-to-toe, because this ship, this T2 tanker, can take a few shells from our gun, but, you know, one hit from theirs and, oh, blimey, that's our, you know, waterproof and our ability to dive gone, and then we're sitting duck on the target until we can repair it, if we can repair it. So, yeah, it's never good to go up against anything that might fire back. Okay, still ticking along nicely. We can do another distance. Is 750. There we go. So this is going to be roughly 600 when we fire. 650. Yeah, so I'm going to set that to 600 because that's going to be where we're looking to fire. Just a few more minutes. So she's only chugging along at 5 knots, so it's not the fastest. Let's just double check all the calculations. 56 degrees, 57 degrees. Okay, we'll just alter that slightly. It's fine. The odd degree isn't going to make a well, you can do over a long distance, but this 600 meters towards target shouldn't make too much to be out by 1 degree. Okay, almost there. Oh, it's like waiting. It's like waiting for Christmas. Obviously, I realise when the time this video comes on, that's a long time to wait, almost a year. But yeah, hope you had a lovely Christmas, if you celebrate such a thing. Hopefully, I will have had one. Yes, I'm getting this done on the 21st of December. So I'm getting this recorded. It's probably my last video record of this year. Everything else I've recorded and uploaded, and anything else will probably start in the new year. So yeah, my last video recording of 2018. Obviously, I've got already recorded lots which will be going up online, and it's scheduled to be released at different times. So, but yeah, I've got this down on my notebook to come out on the 30th. So yeah, this should be not only my last recording but also my last video of 2018. Oh, blimey, what a year. And don't worry, 2019, we are still planning more and more. When it comes to submarines, we've got obviously Silent Hunter 5, which we're seeing right now, but also U-Boat due to come out. Been playing the demo of that. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's got, still being developed, and hopefully it's going to be pretty awesome. Right, we are going to fire when the gyro angle says Fire now. 4 gone. Let's get 1 locked in. It is a tanker, so we might be able to fire 2 lots at her anyway. It's looking good, as long as it's all working. These electric ones can be a little bit flaky, can't they? They can be a little bit unreliable. But fingers crossed. It's going to hit midships. It's always the worst, isn't it, this weight? That was a great hit. Look at the damage. Look at that. That almost ripped her in half. Right. Maybe if I can aim there and fire. Often these large tankers can take 2 torpedoes. Oh, that was a great hit. Let's get some steam loaded, please. We're not even at battle stations, I realise. So I fired this one towards the front of the ship. Oh, I probably didn't want to set it too fast. Although she is gunning her engines. Because I want to get some water in at the front of the ship. There we go, perfect. She's gone. She's gone. 2 torpedoes, 1 T2 tanker. About to slip beneath the waves. Lovely. Let's just scroll down here. There you go. Confirmation. A T2 tanker for 10,023 tons. Oh, that is such a juicy target. And amazingly, we've ticked over the 400,000 tonnage mark. Before 2019 kicked in, I know we're playing during the 1940s, but just with warship tonnage 8,458, merchant tonnage 395,567 tons, total tonnage 404,025 tons, 60 60 ships sunk. Easy for you to say. So horrendous damage at the front, horrendous damage. Oh, that's the middle. The front's already gone under, has it? Wow, she's going down quickly. The crew are bailed out already. Fantastic. Our first kill of the day. Great stuff. Hi everyone, welcome back. Yes, well, we're still reeling, or really delighted with that 10,000 tonnage kill from that T2 tanker. While we were submerged, we picked up that second contact I was telling you about. And we are moving to intercept now. It's going a little bit quicker. We calculated it doing 8 knots. Just trying to see if I can catch a glimpse on the horizon. There she is. There she is. Don't know if she's armed, if she's got a gun or not, so we're not taking any chances. We're setting up a little ambush, as you can see here. We're going to come down here and submerge and take the shot, as we usually do. We've got tubes 1 and 4 loaded with steam torpedoes, so that's all good. She's moseying down this line. Looks like she's actually slightly off, so from our predicted course, so we'll take a few more markers and set that up a little bit more accurately. Okay. So she's coming like that. Okay. Is that right? Let's have a quick look. More or less. Okay, it's difficult to get the exact angle. But it's only indication line anyway, that's all we need. Right, if we bring you to about there. Perfect, we know where we are. Excellent, right. So, same again, we're going to charge our way. It's so dark at the moment, the visibility is reduced significantly, so we can chance, staying above the surface to get into this position a bit longer, and then we'll probably submerge as we get to this point, and then sit and wait for this tank. I assume a tanker, because we sunk a tanker next time, and it might not be a merchant ship. That definitely is. So we'll see what it comes to be when we submerge, get in position, and wait for the ambush. We'll get her identified then. So I'll see you in a few. Okay, here we are. We're in our ambush circle. Let's just hop on the old periscope and see if we can get her identified. Lovely, right? Pitch black. It's always best to do your attacking at night. It just so happens that this is the way it's rolling today. But oh, she's some way off. But we can get her identified and get the calculations underway. He says, there she is. It is a tanker. Nice. We have found Tanker Alley, which is nice. It's a intermediate tanker for 3,500 tons. Okay, so it's not quite the glorious T2 tanker that we had last time, but yeah, she's looking good. Right, she's again. Our prediction was way off. So as I say, a little degree or two can make a huge difference when it comes to setting up an ambush. She's going like that. Yeah, we're well off. We might need to just trundle forward a little bit. Yeah, let's trundle forward. Give us a bit of time to close the gap. I like to just shoot about 800 meters. It gives you, the minimum error for margin of error then. So, yeah, you can get things slightly wrong and you still get a reasonably good shot. So we've got the time, so we will creep forward and get into position. Right, we'll let time commence, push on a little bit, that's what I'm trying to say, and we'll see you in a few. Okay, here she comes. Whoa, whoa, here she comes. She's a man-eater. That's what we are. Anyway, I heard that on the radio earlier on today. I haven't heard that song for years, and it just sort of triggered in my head. So it's 30 degrees. Angle of bow is 30. Oh, minus 30. That's not too bad. Let's get that to 30, and we are spotty dog on. There she is. British colours flying. Calculated her doing 8 knots, didn't we? So, well, it's 250 meters, and 247 meters is 8 knots. So she's doing 8 knots, which is all good. So we will be looking to fire. Our profile looks bigger than the ship, so we'll be looking to fire at about 850 meters. Whoa, whoa, here she comes. I got that in my head now. God blimey. So we'll stick that to 850. Angle of bow we've worked out. Yeah, we're on the right side of the ship. That's okay. Speed we've worked out. Bearing is all good. Right, so we've got. Let's have a look-see. Steam in 1 and 4, and search pattern in 2 and 3. So we'll go for 1 again. You can see her keel is about 6 and a bit meters. Okay, will it tell me there? 6.9 meters, so almost 7 meters. So if we go down to about 4, and that can be tube 1 ready to go. It's fairly calm, so as long as she's not too light, she should be down to that mark. Torpedo tube 4 we'll have zipping along the surface. We'll get that flooded. That's going to be fast and impact. Torpedo tube 1. Goodness me, I'm struggling to speak. I haven't been on the sherry, I swear. As I say, this is before Christmas. I haven't really stopped. We're just getting prepared for the family members to arrive this evening. So yeah. Right, we are looking good. Gyro angle is calculating. Let's just double check all our measurements. Yeah, you can see she's nippy. 55. Ooh, whoa, we're well off. Hang on. Yeah, that was 55, wasn't it? 60, 59. Yeah. Okay, we're about there now. Good. Right, gyro angle is almost ready to go. Well, the reason we're firing this one on medium, on torpedo tube 1 on medium, is so we can give ourselves a little bit of time should we need to fire torpedo tube 4. That is why. Okay. You can see she's motoring. She's flying from this. She probably got... Oh, she has got a massive gun on that rear. Look, the size of that thing. Goodness me. That's like a gun you find on the destroyers. That could be a 4-6 inch shell from that gun. That's quite a hefty looking gun they've got on that deck. Right, anyway, we are nearing firing solution. Torpedo tube 1. One more revolution. Revelation. Oh my goodness, it's just come to me. Right, ready, stand by. We want to be firing. I'm going to fire now. And tube 4 is ready. So 850s is about right. Because that was 850 just before the line, which is literally where they are. So I'm happy that we got that calculated. I was a little bit worried that the torpedo would go behind. Because that ship is motoring, but it looks like it should snag. Good hits. I'm glad I went early. How are you doing? Now this is a smaller. This is only 3.5 tons. So I'm thinking, if it was a good hit, she may just succumb to the damage. Look at the state of that gun on the back. Blimey, if they didn't have that, then I'd just fire away. So I'm going to save torpedo tube 4. So I think that was a good enough hit to let her sink. She's not as big as a T2 tanker, so she hasn't got the capacity to fight fires and survive that the T2 does. So let's give her a little bit of time to see if she can do the sporting thing and give up the fight and sink to the bottom. Okay, so there we are. Unfortunately, she did. We were underway, just setting up orders to chase the ship, and she sunk. You can see we set a parallel course, and she got as far as that, went bloop straight under, and I didn't even have time to record it, unfortunately, because I was setting the instructions for the crew. But just for confirmation, there it is. Ship sunk, intermediate tanker, 3,500 tons. Actual tonnage was 3,493 tons, so she's 7 tons shy of her maximum capacity. Ready? That takes us to merchant tonnage 399,060. Total tonnage 407,518. 61 ships sunk. Incredible. Right. I think what we can now do is just dive away to periscope depth, just so we can see if we can get a another contact from the sonar and the hydrophone. So as we dive down, let the crew come in from the watch. Yeah, it's been a really good end to the year ship-wise. We are doing all sorts of damage to the tonnage. Be interesting to see if we are nearing the completion of the as the crew come in. There we go. Out of the way. Next one down. There we go. AD tier. Yeah. So we've got Tanker Alley there, which is obviously marked there. September the 1st. We are currently March 24th. So, and we're just off there. We're just here. You can see this absolutely shipping lane. We're absolutely obliterating at the moment. I should imagine there's quite a few ships heading this way. Let's spin around because they all seem to be coming around these islands here. So, yeah, coming down to 11 meters. Okay, a little bit of time has passed now. You can see we come down to, well, it was 30-ish meters. We've been sitting down here for what's that? 102. We came down to 30 meters, and it's now 115. So we've been down here for 13 minutes, and we've had no sonar contact, or hydrophone contact, should I say? So we're going to surface the boat and move back to the red stripe, as it were. This area has been great, and we may just keep hanging around here a little bit longer. I know there's a lot of calls for us to go back to Europe and sort that out, but I want to make sure we've got Tanker Rally completed, because if I go back to the UK, I'm not coming back. Put it that way. Or not the UK. So if I go back to Europe, I won't be coming back to the North Americas. It's just takes me forever and a day to actually get across the Atlantic. Yeah, it's a nightmare. What can I say? It takes forever. It really does. Oh look, we've got some ships. Do we sink them? Small Old Splits. That was the 26th of December, 1941. So that was several months ago. So we're now in March 42. So okay, that's all good and groovy. Right. So we've got. They were the old positions where we got resupplies from, but nothing's showing up here. So we're now coming up to periscope, and then we're surfacing. You can hear the water coming off the decks, so we should be okay to pop our head up. There we go. Look at that, the moon ahead of us, and off we go into the Beyonder to find some more ships. But for this week and for 2018, I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you ever so much for watching the Silent Hunter series and any of the videos this year. I hope you've enjoyed them, and hopefully we'll be able to produce some better, more interesting and more enjoyable content in 2019. Sorry, I was listening to what the DTA was saying. I didn't forget my line. It's okay, it's fine. Right, so a beautiful starry night with a beautiful, powerful half moon shining on the water. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Glistening away. They're just concentrating on what their task is, and that's lookout duty, which is great. But for us, as I say, we're going to leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have, hit that thumbs up, and I'll be sure to bring you some more in 2019. And we also have U-Boat hopefully releasing, which we'll also check out in the future. So thanks so much. Hope you had a lovely Christmas. Hope you have a lovely end to 2018 and a wonderful start to 2019. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.